Guys, what's up? It's your boy Joe Simmer, and check it out, man. I got some dope, another Super Bowl gameplay. Crazy. The last one, you got to check that out, man. It came to the last play. I played this pro player. It was dope, man. It was a great game. In this game, this one was just a hell game, back and forth, really, as you'll see, man. But check me out. I got a new camera. I got a Sony camera. I think it looks dope, man. Y'all let me know what you think. The reason I bought it is because it gives me a chance to be more creative. You know what I mean? There are some things as well as I'm kind of a teacher at heart, you know, and so I can't. I'm a leader, you know. I'm a big brother at heart, so it's hard for me to kind of sit back and not kind of give certain input on certain things. And so I feel like y'all haven't seen me on a personal level yet, and so that's the plan with this, man. So got some good stuff coming, man. But anyways, this was, so yeah, let me know what you think about the camera, man. But this was when the Flash, like, just came out. But as you see, I mean, there's no stopping him, especially with the team I was playing on. And I already knew this was a corner route, but you got to have two guys on the Flash. But as soon as I see him motion over this guy right here, I know it's a corner route, some sort of corner or some sort of crossing route. But if he's motioning that guy away from me, it's probably a corner route. So I went ahead, as you'll see, and I just shot to the left, right? Free interception. Psych. I mean, what are you going to do about that? You know, I just got mossed. And as soon as that happened, I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be one of those types of games. You guys know what I'm talking about when you're like, oh, okay, it's going to be one of those games. So I already knew he was running here. Why would you not give him the ball in this situation? You know what I mean? So easy first down from him. So we got to answer back, man. So I get the ball, and I'm looking for the tight end. Verticals, right? I see an opening, outside shoulder, and Mike Vick sold. So that's the thing about Mike Vick, is Mike Vick is going to sell, but also I made a mistake, a huge mistake, as I'll show you. Right here. I shouldn't have clicked on. You know, if I'm already throwing to the outside shoulder, you're going to get that animation. The thing is, I was nervous about Vic because he's really hit or miss. So if I didn't click on, I got the falling down animation that I always get. So don't click on. You know, I missed it because of that. And so, you know, whatever. But I end up trying to go to trap and trying to get something going. Usually when I run trap, if I'm running to the right side, then I'll motion him over, whop, and then I hit him with the Jurtle. Jurtle on his ass. So I don't think you can do that nowadays because everybody's 99. But using that Jurtle, man, you do play on balance, so you risk fumbles, but that's okay. I'm okay with taking that risk because if all it takes is one Jurtle, and I'm out of there, man. So that was a pretty dope way to answer back, you know. But he's in bunch, and as you see, I'm just kind of going through. Setting my audibles, making sure everything's right. If I need to, I'll press pause, and then, you know, that way I don't have to use a timeout. But as you see, I'm going 25-5 on my zone drops. And so I'm trying to run like a shell, like a cover 2 shell, right? And a stock cover 2 shell. So I'm not going to do too much because he's doing a lot of motioning over and stuff like that. And so I figured I'd just leave it. Great coverage by me. I mean, I can't be mad at that. You know what I mean? Can't be mad at that. So he's using the no huddle, right? And man, Keyshawn broke that, but that's okay, man. Then what do I do here? So I end up going to baseline. So yeah, I end up going to baseline, and then I'm just playing the same thing until he shows me, like, you know, shows me what's up, right? Because I haven't seen nothing special. If he's gonna hit check downs, and I'm cool with that, right? There's that. And I've been hitting down, so I've been using the hit stick downward. I feel like I get less broken tackles, I guess you could say, right? So I'm in baseline, but I'm playing man coverage just to kind of throw him off, and he's making his reads. But like I said, I'm hitting the down stick. You know, especially with those corners, man, you can't bulldoze them. So all I'm doing is watching the Flash, and And as you see, great, man. Great user by me, man. Great user by me. But as you see, this guy's about to turn it up. I mean, he was dotting my soul in. But I got him to a 3rd and 3, right? Look at Flash. I mean, I went to the left. I didn't think he was going to be on the Texas route, man. So I gave him a free 1st down. You know what I mean? So this is, I guess, what you would kind of see as like a feel-out drive. That was a crazy throw, especially from Vic. I can't believe still to this day that he caught that. I mean, that's just insane. I mean, look, draped all over him. And that's Night Train Lane, man. So I'm not sure what that's about. But I was like, all right, cool. You know, I tried to shoot the gap again. Broken tackle, touchdown. You know, you got to have 2 guys on him. 2 guys got to touch him for him to fall down. But this is something that I do that I said in the last videos. I come out and stretch. It's not to run stretch. It's to look at his abilities, really. And so that's what I do. I come out and stretch, and then I look at his free safety, his corner abilities, all types of abilities. And that's the same throw to the outside shoulder. And Vic kind of sold that one. So that's what I'm saying. I was clicking on because I don't really trust him like that, man. He'd be selling, honestly. So 1st and 10. 1st and 10, we're looking good. I get sacked. So at this point, I'm getting frustrated. And so I end up going to PA shot seams. So I go from a bunch of PA shot seams, motion over the tight end. Now, the thing about this is if you're going to put the tight end on a route, you got to make sure he's set. You got to make sure he's set, and then you can put him on a route. Because what happens is when you motion him, he turns into a blocker. So you have to double check, make sure he's ready. But I thought I could make this, and then I just... Crazy interception. So what I was hoping for right here is I thought I could pass lead to the inside. As soon as I saw this right here, because this is who I was looking at, as soon as I saw him right there, I thought I could pass lead like right here, but I guess I overthrew it. Or like I said, Vic kind of low-key was selling, and then just Sanders makes just a crazy freaking play, you know what I mean? But as you see, I end up playing really aggressive. This is where I start to play really aggressive. So I end up going cover 4. Cover 4, shade down, shade up is what I've been doing. And then I get a nice defensive play, man. This defense really saves me, honestly. But this is what I'm doing. Shade down, shade up, cover 4, QB contain. And then I'm just kind of taking the middle and I'm taking everything underneath, right? I'm surprised. But like, he's 8 for 8. I mean, he's picking me apart, you know what I mean? So if I'm going to do something, I got to do it now. And I got to make a stop now, right? So this was kind of a mistake that I see is I think I should have blitzed this guy. So I should have blitzed him once he flipped. But, you know, if there was like a core or an out route or something, then that's what this guy would pick up. So, you know, I guess it just kind of depends. But try not to pause it too much. But I just try to break things down. And there we go, man. We got it. We got the pick we needed. Right? Got the pick we needed. Now we're back on O. So check this out. He's in baseline dollar, right? So what I end up seeing is I end up seeing this right here, okay? The corner is outside of him, all right? So that's who I'm looking for, right? I already knew who I was looking for. I was looking for him. And what worked out even better is since I was looking for him anyways, look what happened to the free safety. He just took off running. So, I mean, you know, the fact that I was looking over there was kind of it worked out in my favor. But as soon as I saw the free safety sprint to the left, I was like, let's go, man. So he was definitely in like a cover 3 or something. But for some reason, that corner like blitzed or I don't know what that was. And this is something I like to do is I like to motion whenever I run. So I'll motion over that guy whenever I run and stuff like that. And so I'm staying in the same defense, you know? This is one of the things that I didn't do when I played that pro player is I found good D, and then I didn't run the play again. But as you see, I found something that worked. So what am I going to do? I'm going to keep running it. So press cover 4, shade down, shade up, and pass commit, QB contain. And that's literally it. You know, I put a vert hook out there or something like that. But if he's, you know, if he's going to throw it low, I feel like this should have been a pick. He got bailed out right here. Look at this. Look at this right here. I mean, he's throwing right to me. If that's not the luckiest play I've ever seen, I mean, just completely bagged. You know, he ended up punting, so now it's third quarter. He ended up punting the ball, and I couldn't move. He ended up stopping me, so I just went ahead and just went to third quarter. But I tried to pick up something, try to hit that Jurtle again. I almost had him. Almost had him. But I don't know. He played good, man. He played good defense. He has me to a 4th and 1. This is something else I want to show you right here. So next play, 4th and 2, right? So whenever I go for it, usually on like a 4th and 2, I'm always looking for something really short, right? So I found this play in stack. I don't know what it's called, but it's in stack. And it's this little out route, right? Because they can't press you. So if they're going to press you and you're in stack, your guys are going to get open deep. So you can't press stack formation in this game. You just can't do it. So this is my first and only read. My only other option is Henry. So he like goes out and then kind of like a pigtail, but not really. But as you see, boom, money. Psych. That is an insane play. When that happened to me, I was like, holy shit, you got to be kidding me. Like, Lane with his acrobat pick. I mean, I've never seen that before. So I just got, I don't know, good defensive play, I guess. I mean, there's nothing I can really say about that. So he ends up having the ball again. Yeah, I just threw it away. So I didn't really play the best offensively. And we're able to get the stop right there, surprisingly. And then here he is, back in that tight formation. Hits the tight end. You know, this is one of the things. Sometimes you can kill a defense, man. Check down, check down, check down, check down. That's what he was doing. And it completely worked in his favor, except I shaded down that time. We end up getting a pick 6. So I want you to see how fast he cut that off. So, right here we are. I ended up putting him in a hard flat, and then I was going to take everything in this area. So I ended up shading down, right? Because he likes to hit his flat routes, stuff like that. And so since I shade down, boom, let's go, man. Let's freaking go. I mean, as you see, this is just this is a back and forth game. You know what I mean? This was a great game. So yeah, this game was, I mean, this was awesome. It's just like a back and forth hell match. You know, this is the true definition of a Super Bowl chess match right here, right? And he hits me with a flash, man. I keep trying to strip. So you see them keep trying to strip the ball. Because I keep pressing R1, you know, maybe I'll catch him and then end the game. But there he is again, check down. And I'm cool with that. You know, if I'm up 21-7, or I mean, if I'm up 7 points, then yeah, I'm okay with that. But so this is what I do here is I kind of run like this is kind of just, I mean, it is a hybrid, but I was trying to run a cloud flat with a deep blue, you know what I mean, on the short side. And then I also have the deep zone and him blinking orange. He's probably not going to pass over there. And so I'm blitzing this corner. So I feel like this was great defense. And he makes, that's like the first deep good read he's thrown. So, you know, He needed a big play, and he got it, man. So I went ahead and switched to cover 6 right here. I'm in dollar, right? Press dollar. Baseline. And, you know, then again, right? He wants me to respect the flats. And then he hits me with a little, like, QB draw, man, or QB option. I was not expecting that. Like, literally, I was not expecting. That's the last thing I was expecting. And so I figured he was going to flash right here, right? And just walks right in, man. That flash guy, he's just too good. Boom. You know, nice little play. This is another thing, actually. This was, I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but whenever, I think I was on conservative, and I tried to lay down right here, and it wouldn't let me. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I got glitched out, or if you can't fall down on conservative. I'm not 100% sure what happened there. So if y'all have seen that, if you let me know, because I don't know. But here we are, right? 3 minutes left. I got ball. So what I end up doing here is I end up just running the ball and chewing clock, basically, right? So I end up chewing clock down to 48 seconds. 2nd and 10, 48 seconds, right? That's how much clock I chewed. That's why, you know, it's important. If you're going to chew someone out, you got to take advantage of it. I decided to pass right here because of the way the defense was set up. So as you see, there's no corner on this side, right? There's no slot corner. The slot corner is on the left side. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to have Green, and I'm going to have Kelsey to get the user. I'm going to have Green over here. That way his user never comes down to the running back, right? So my read was Derrick Henry, and this was going to seal the game. And as you see here, freaking Mike Vick selling. That, I mean, that's a sell. Is that not a sell? That was not a bad pass. I mean, what? Like, it's just selling. So now he has a chance to win the game. So that's bad on my part. You know, if this was like a tournament game, I would not have passed right there. But I don't understand that. That's the thing, man. I don't know about all that. So I kind of got cheated right there, but that's okay. I was like, all right, bet. It's do or die right here. So I end up going to 25 on flats, 5 on curve flats, 5 on hook zones, right? And I'm going back to the original coverage that I was running. Worst case, I'll switch back to that cover 4. But I'm just kind of making adjustments, right? As you see, I got the mid read. I got everyone right here. He hits the flat, man. It's those flats. Those flats are what kept him in the game. And I never adjusted for the flats, too. Looking back on it right now, I never adjusted for those flats. You know, what I could have done is put 2 purple zones out there. I could have ran cover 4, or I could have ran man coverage with 2 purple zones at, 5 yards or 10 yards, and that would have solved the problem. Oh, actually, okay, that's crazy. I don't remember doing the wow. Okay, well, never mind. I guess I did. I guess I know myself too well, right? But that's what I end up doing to cover the flat routes, is I end up doing that. He still got hands on that ball. That's what's crazy. But yeah, so this is what I was talking about. Wow, okay, I don't remember doing this, but yeah, play man coverage and then have 2 purples on there. And then that way, those little flat routes, the little dump, dink and dumps that he's trying to do, it's not going to work. And then finally, Mike Vick sells for him. You can't say I was cheated, right? Or you can't say that he was the only one who was cheated. You know what I mean? And that dude got lit up. Holy smoke. Look at Johnson. Look at that. That's like that one hit that the Eagles put on homeboy. What's his name? That ended his career, basically. That's literally the hit right there. Fucked his ass up. But, he punts the ball right here. I feel like that was a good decision. He kind of had to. And we're going to see if I can get something going, man. But You know, that was a GG's if Mike Vick completed that pass. That's a problem. But the reason I played with Mike Vick is because he's my favorite player. Otherwise, no way I'd be playing with him. So I don't know why this guy was playing with them. You know, Rodgers was a way better QB. And so right here, I'm just trying to get something going. I was patient enough and then able to hit green. Boom, call timeout. Right? And so I want to walk you through this play right here. So this is something that's really smart, man. You guys may not know to do this, but whenever you go back to the right, I call the timeout and then they put me back to the play selection. So what you can do is what I did here is if you go to special teams, it'll tell you how long the field goal is, right here. So that's just kind of a little thing that you can do to see if you can make it. The max is probably 62. At the time of this video, it was probably 62. Now I think you can hit like 65 yarders. But, you know, 70-yard field goal, I'm not making that. And so what I'm thinking is, all right, cool. I just need some small, right? So what's a short route that I can do? A slant route or an out route. So I come in right here, right? Bunch to the wide side, right? So I'm looking for Moss, right? I'm looking for Moss because Moss is going to go up and then out. So I'm looking for Moss, but then I see this guy's blinking orange. So I go ahead and look for green. And I'm looking for green and Derrick Henry. Okay, so these are basically my reads. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off at green, and then I'm going to go to Derrick Henry. All right? So it all depends on what happens with the slot corner. That's my thought process. That's my thought process. What's it called? At the time when I was playing, that was my thought process. And then also depending on where his user goes. I went ahead and streaked Rice just in case. If they both weren't open, I was just going to heave it deep to Rice and give him a chance. So I'm like, all right, here it goes. Right, I see that slot corner blitz in. That's probably the most perfect read, perfect execution ever. And then boom, 61 yards. I can barely make this. The max is 62. And then you already know. What a crazy perfect kick, huh? Psh. Spider-Man, man, we got ice in our veins, man. Let's freaking go. So then we got ourselves another Super Bowl, man. 2 Super Bowls in a row. So that was pretty cool, man. That was great. That was awesome, man. I hope you guys learned something from this as well. You know, I hope you learned. I hope you learn in every video that I put in. I hope it's entertaining. Sometimes I can ramble on. Sometimes, you know, it may not be as entertaining, but, you know, whatever. I can only do so much, man. But I appreciate you guys. Much love. Peace out.